How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. An oldie but a goodie. One of my favorite beers that I have not had in a very long time, and I also have not had relatively fresh, and that it is North Coast Old Stock. This is 2016 version. It's been a while since I've had an Old Stock. I think the last time I posted an Old Stock review, I've done them a couple times. I think maybe 13, maybe 14, but I think maybe 13 last time I posted an Old Stock review. So I just kind of wanted to revisit it because it's been a while since I've had one. It's been a while since I've had a semi-freshie. This is about a year old, but we really don't see them in and around my area. And I was lucky enough to pick one up off on a shelf when I was out in Buffalo. So let's dive in, see what she's got, see if she's changed, she's different, because these can vary from year to year. So as far as what it says on the bottle itself, it says 2016 North Coast Old Stock Ale, 2016, 11.8% alcohol by volume. I think that might be a little bit smaller than typical. I think it's usually in the 12s. It says best by July 2032. So they're giving you a, if this came out 2016, it came out, I think this usually comes out early April-ish. They're giving you a hefty 16 years of shelf life on this sucker. And that'd be that. North Coast, to tell you to drink it a snifter kind of thing. I'm more of a wine glass here. And that's it. Labeling has not changed, but I still dig it. They usually, I'm trying to think what their life cycle was in their last label. I'm going to say it was probably give or take about 10 years. So might be seeing a new one kind of soon. I think the last time I changed, 2011. So it might have a little bit more legs in them. But yeah, they change them every so often. But I dig them. I dig them every year. But the beer's awesome. So, usually. So that helps go a long way. And liking the label. Anyway. It's like chicken or the egg. What do you like first? Well, the beer's awesome. So I like the label. Or I like the label. Therefore, the brewery knows how to make good things. Therefore, the beer's going to be awesome. It's kind of a weird conundrum or paradox or whatever you want to call it. Pinky finger. Khaki colored head. And that looks like a little bit clearer than I typically, where I remember my Old Stocks kind of sitting. There's a bit of particulate floating in and around there, little bits and pieces of yeasties and whatnot. But I usually remember these being a little bit more kind of chunky, in a good way. But she doesn't look too bad. Rich, deep, kind of yellow married with mahogany kind of mixture. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. Not as kind of figgy caramelly as I typically, or what I typically get off my Old Stocks. Again, typically drink them a bit older. That can kind of develop over time. This I'm getting just a little bit of brown sugar, definite kind of booziness on it, and that's about it. I mean, rich sweet malts, and then a bit of kind of evaporative alcohol. Hopefully, there's more in the mouth. Cheers. Okay. What do we have here? Pretty much what I got on the nose. Sweet malts. There is a bit of kind of caramel in there. Kind of the birth of a little bit of figginess, but not really much going on. Just a little bit of caramel, a little bit of datiness, a little bit of figginess. It's definitely more like a caramel brown sugar mixture, kind of somewhere south of like Big Daddy-ish, watered down Big Daddy-ish. A little bit of booziness, not as hot as I thought it would be based off nose, but it definitely has a bit of booziness to it. Okay mouthfeel, nothing too crazy. It's tasty. It is not the Old Stock that I love, and honestly, that comes with time. It just does. I mean, there's some beers that just fresh, well, not bad at all, any form or fashion. This is a cellar beer for me. This is a beer, once it hits its stride, which is about 2 to 3 years, it really turns into something typically beautifully epic. And I think 2012 was a horrible year, and they're drinking absolutely fantastic right now. So, this is just a perfect example of what age does to a beer. So, if you ever kind of want to see how beers change with time, pick up a vertical with this. Like I said, they do change with time, but they do, or I should say they vary from year to year, but they usually over time kind of merge into the same path. So if you're curious as to how time changes beer, this is a good one to do. Even though you can do different years, get yourself a nice little vertical of these, a 5-year vertical, and kind of run through them with some friends. It's a good little exercise on aging beer and cellaring beer. But yeah, it's tasty, it's nice, it's boozy. It's kind of like, somewhere it's an English barley wine with old ale tendencies, but at the same time, it definitely needs a bit of age on her. And still enjoying it, still going to drink it, but yeah, can't wait to try this in a couple more years. So let's talk about it. Some one of the better high ABV old ale English barley wines I've had as of late. Not at this stage, but give it a couple of years and probably one of my favorite. Valued availability, I think I paid like $3 or $4 or $5 for a bottle. That's a single, that's not too bad. Availability, I can find it in and around my area, but not actually in my area. I have to go outside of it. This one I picked in Buffalo, but you can find them here and there. Just say if you like what way you like this. If you like barley wines, high ABV old ales, that's pretty much it. If barley wine is life, then you'll dig this, because especially with age on it, like I said, I can't stress it enough. It changes so much with time, and relatively quickly. 4 or 5 years is a pretty short span for this to turn into something pretty epic. So yeah, if you're into aging beers, if you want to try what aging beer does to beers, it's definitely worth picking this up in a couple different years and try them side by side. So there you go, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice old ale right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.